And welcome to a new video. Today I am here for a very special announcement, and that is a readathon that I hosted in October last year is coming back. So yes, Scaredy-cat Readathon is back, and it's gonna be super fun. So there are some things that have changed and some things that haven't, but for those who don't know what the Scaredy-cat Readathon is, let me tell you. So essentially, Scaredy-cat Readathons are for people like me and maybe you who are scaredy cats. And in October, which is like the month for the spooky season, where everyone's reading like horror or like gothic stuff or just generally scary things, that we feel left out because we're just like, cool, you guys do you, but I'm not gonna read any horror books during this point of time because I am a wuss. I get really scared by this shit. So yeah, so I was just like, you know what, let's start like this thing called Scaredy-cat Readathon, where we just generally gather together and not do scary stuff, but also kinda do scary stuff. So let me explain what I mean by that to you in like better words now. So the readathon is super chill and we have 3 prompts that you can complete in the entire month. So you have the entire month to complete it. You can double up on the prompts. That is like you can choose 1 book for 2 prompts, for 3 prompts, it's all good. We don't want you to be scared by this readathon. Like, just enjoy it and have fun. That's the whole point of it. But yeah, so yeah, essentially I'm going to tell you what the 3 prompts are, and I will also tell you some of the books that I maybe want to read for those prompts. I don't try to do a strict TBR because I find myself, whenever I say I'm going to read this book, I never end up reading that book. So yeah, that's basically what it is. I don't say it out loud into the interwebs. But yeah, okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you what the first prompt is, and the first prompt is books that you are scared of. Of course, I got my own first prompt wrong. And by this, I mean like books that sort of intimidate you. Now, you could be intimidated by a book for various reasons. One of the things that intimidate me the most about books, however, is size. So I personally plan to read big chunky books for this prompt, and I have many options this month. I have one of my most anticipated books of 2021 coming out at the end of September, which is Cloud Cuckoo Land, which is at about 640 pages if I'm not mistaken. I have this chunky boy, The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois by Honorée Jeffers, and I've heard such good things about this. In fact, I just attended a live between the author and my friend Vivek. I will link you to that IG live because it is just so lovely. I just fell in love with Honorée as a person. She's just the most wonderful human being, and just the conversation that they had really made me want to read this book more. But it is a chunky one, so I am intimidated by it. So it's a book that I am definitely scared by. So those are the 2 books that I could possibly read this month for this prompt. And the second prompt is books that you are scared into reading because of FOMO. And this is essentially books that you are scared into reading because everyone's talking about it and everyone's like, oh, I'm reading this right now. So this, for example, could be the Sally Rooney book that everyone is talking about right now. I have already read it, by the way, and I really liked it, but I don't know if it will be for everyone. So I will have a dedicated review coming up for it soon, promise. But yeah, for me personally, I am going to be choosing perhaps Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Ayamide. This is her debut novel, and it is a dark academia book, and it's supposed to be like really good, and I've heard really good things about it, and I just cannot wait to read it. Another book that I really want to read and that everyone is talking about is The Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, and this got longlisted and then shortlisted for the Booker, and everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's like, oh, this book is really good, and it just sounds right up my alley. I'm not really going to tell you much about it, but it's like historical fiction, something to do with flying, something to do with an actress who's playing this person. It just sounds really fun and really interesting. So I'm super intrigued, and I'm getting FOMO. Yeah, that's basically what this prompt is for books that you're like, I want to read it, but like you just haven't gotten like down to it. So scared into reading. That is the prompt. And then the third prompt is books that you are scared by. And this, I feel, is a truly scary prompt, because these are books that are out of your comfort zone. These are books that you usually would not read, but you're like, okay, you know what? I want to give this a shot. I am not saying read a book that you do not want to read. That is not the point. The point is to read a book that you sort of want to read, but you feel is out of your comfort zone. For example, for me, it will be these ones, which are the poems of Vikram Seth. I love Vikram Seth. I have like a whole like shelf dedicated to him. Like this part of the shelf is for him, and he is a poet. He writes a lot of poetry. And I haven't read it because I'm like, oh, poetry. I don't know. But I have decided that this is going to be my prompt. I'm going to read this and get over this whole poetry thing, because I want to read all of Vikram Seth's books. Okay, that is my thing, and since he's a poet, I'm going to read it. Anyway, that is mine. You may be petrified of classics, but you really want to read, like for example, Jane Austen, who is amazing. You may not like fantasy, but you want to pick up this one particular book within the fantasy genre, sci-fi, but you are intrigued by this one particular book. This is your time to go for it. That is the whole idea of this prompt. So yep, that is essentially it in terms of the prompts. The readathon itself is super chill. As I said, it's through the month of October. You can vlog it if you want. You can talk about the books in your TBR if you want. We are also going to be putting things on Instagram, which leads me to the most exciting part, which is that this time I have a co-host. And I'm so excited to have this co-host because I absolutely love her. She's one of my favorite people, booktubers, but also people of all time. And it is Sonali from the Melodramatic Bookworm. So Sonali, say hi. Sonali. Sonali!
Oh, hi. Hi there. Welcome.
Cool. Yeah, that was her. She's scaredy cat, I'll tell you. But yeah, she is going to co-host with me. We are going to be doing a live on the 2nd to kick off the ScaredyCat Readathon with some of our other friends. Joey, Jyotsna from Jyotsna's Bookscapades, Meera from Meera Nair. Does she have a book chat? Like, is it called something? I think it's just called Meera Nair. And Shruti from Phantom Newbie. So the 5 of us are gonna get together and we're gonna talk about like books we're scared of, and like just the whole idea of this readathon. You get what I mean? So yeah, so it's gonna be super duper fun. Please do follow Sonali. For she's going to be talking about her TBR etc. soon as well. And we just cannot wait for you to join us in this lovely readathon for us scaredy cats, because like it's needed, you know, like it's fine. So yeah, that's about it. I don't know if I've missed out on anything, but yeah, essentially follow us on Instagram. I've said that, haven't I? We're gonna do fun prompts on Instagram as well, so like look out for that stuff. And have I missed out on anything? I don't know. I haven't really prepared for this video, as you can see. But that's all. I hope that you are going to join. And if you are, please do comment down below. Leave a spooky, not spooky emoji, like the opposite of spooky emoji. That's what we want. And I will see you in my next video. And I so look forward to seeing all of your videos or posts or even comments of like what you plan to read for this readathon. Wow, really not prepared. But yes, thank you so much. I do hope that you will join. I've said this again, haven't I? Okay, bye.